Terraria can be a little time consuming, especially if you don't know what to do in order to prepare for the next step in progression. That's why in this video, I'm gonna show you guys 5 tips that will make your early game life so much easier, starting with things that I think most Terraria players do, all the way to the last one, which will make the early game 100 times easier. So let's get started with tip number 1. Alright, so the first tip on this list is to build a elevator. Now what is a elevator, you may ask? Well, if you've been living under a literal rock, a elevator is a tunnel dug by the player that goes from the surface all the way down to the underworld. A elevator is extremely useful for getting to the underworld quickly, as well as mining up ores that can be used to make early game armor. Even later on, when you beat the wall of flesh and gain access to hard mode ores, a elevator again becomes useful in your mining journeys. One final thing, if you do happen to have a slime mount, using it can make you fall down your elevator at astronomical speeds, allowing you to get to the underworld even faster than before. Making these tunnels has probably saved me hours of time during all my playthroughs, and I definitely recommend making one in all of your worlds. Alright, let's mine our way to tip number 2. Get it? Anyways, tip number 2 is to build houses all around your world so that you can set up a pylon network. A pylon is basically a teleportation station that functions when you have 2 villagers next to it. I'll leave a link to the wiki page for pylon mechanics in the description, but basically if an NPC is happy enough, he will sell one for the biome that you're in. These things also save you a ton of time in the early game where your movement really isn't good enough to keep traveling across your world every time you need to get somewhere. In all of my playthroughs, I also try to set up pylons, but sometimes I'm a little lazy and I just don't do it. But honestly, I really recommend it. And welcome to tip number 3. This tip is a little bit of luck because you need to find the Dune Rider boots. These are a special item that allows you to run even faster than normal Hermes boots as long as you're running on sand. With this knowledge, I made an arena entirely out of sand and was able to move faster than even some bosses can. This arena is easily one of the best ways to beat the Eye of Cthulhu because you are even able to outrun its crazy fast master mode dash attacks. I wouldn't do this one in every playthrough though, because the Eye of Cthulhu isn't that hard that you need to spend your time searching for these unique boots. Falling into the 4th trick of this video, I've got finding your world's Aether biome. The Aether is always on the side of your world where the jungle is, and it will be between the jungle and the ocean. If you dig down in this general area, you'll definitely stumble across it. This biome is home to the Shimmer, a powerful liquid that can give you powerful upgrades as well as uncraft some items and transmutate others. For a full table of what Shimmer can give you, I'll leave a link to the wiki page in the description. I always make sure to find my world's Shimmer as soon as possible because the powerful upgrades can carry your entire pre-hard mode playthrough. And finally, we've got a trick that might just blow your socks off. This trick has to do with Sky Island generation. Before I spew the secrets, let me know if you think you know what this trick is down in the comments. Sky Islands are floating islands in the sky, and they have some pretty overpowered loot. If you're looking to find a pair of wings or a holy sword, then you're gonna want to look for some gravitation potions and some puddles. The gravitation potions are needed to allow you to fall upwards to get high into the sky, and sky islands generate above surface puddles, so if you see some, chances are that there's a sky island above it. With some sky island loot, I was easily able to take down the Eye of Cthulhu, and the houses on them also double as NPC housing if you're too lazy to build a proper home. Alright, that's it for the video. If you guys enjoyed, then maybe, I don't know, subscribe. Thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one.